Here we uploaded man naked with only underwear. I said I want to have fuck with you.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
I'm Kim Kitsuragi.
Kim
Lieutenant,
Kitsuragi.
Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st. So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
You're nothing! You're a joke to Kuno! Kuno laughs at you! King Kuno!
Where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals.
I'm gone.
Oh, he really talk back.
Power of your imagination.
You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest.
Oh no,
It's
he's dead.
Dabadoob doob dead. We still need to get him down somehow by asking the harbor for help. To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Evrart Claire? Very much, yes.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun. I know everything, Harry.
What is my full name?
It's Harry. Harry Dubois. You're a superstar. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down.
And I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hand.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Hello, welcome back to my Disco Elysium stream. Just like in the recap, last time we dealt with Evrart Claire, the union leader, and he sent his muscle to take down the body for us. And now we're gonna see what he did to the body. Drum roll, please. Oh wow.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
A few autopsy?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else to cut his shit open?
It's not about cutting. And no, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work.
Wait, honorary rank of the detective?
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able, usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is Lieutenant Detective.
I don't think I'm a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now, the way I see it, it's either this, or we complete the initial interviews. We already met Evrart, that only leaves the Wild Pines representative. There's one in town, negotiating the strike. She could have information.
No need for distraction. Let's do this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Nothing new. Where have you gone?
Into the in the past. Wait, come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible. Also, see me in your dreams.
First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Alright.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
We just fill this in, right?
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
Open the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
1. Assistant.
That's you.
Right? Harry Du Bois.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
2. Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
Write it down.
Next,
Him.
NA. Next,
Date of birth.
NA.
Ish.
Roughly 50.
Right? Roughly 50.
the corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
Mondial. Write down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
6.
Fucky!
Right?
Pigs can have sex.
Okay, I'm gonna write me.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only 1 box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
What exactly is treatment?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Pretty sure we shoot the body.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed.
I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dog walkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
Is that his memory?
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide, the other an accident, the small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
1. External examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Write down.
Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigot Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse hair.
The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch, wet.
Stroke his hair gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to the latex of the glove, like thread off a rag doll's head. There must be brilliantine in there. He's combed his hair back with oil.
Keep petting him.
More hair sticks to the glove. Hair off the rain-soaked head of a dead man. There are bumps and dips on the skull below. An alien landscape. There, dead man. You were someone's child. It's all over now.
Dada, baby.
The lieutenant watches you in silence.
Okay, write it down. Adding the brilliantine.
That was some sick shit, Sekopa.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Okay, Kuno. 100% maximum, no shield.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Ligature mark. The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
May I try?
It's no use. We should get chain cutters. You can try with them. I have a pair in the toolbox of my kinema.
Okay, let's go get them.
Damn corpse. We had a good rhythm going.
Alright, we need some too. Which is on his car. Yeah.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Alright, we're gonna take everything.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Cold and heavy, like truth. You feel like you're reunited with truth once more. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Alright, we're gonna come back to this later. We need a chain cutter. Maybe a flashlight or so. Let's go.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Now that we have the chain cutter, let's cut the belt.
Cut with as much precision as you can, please.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
58%. Do we have anything that can improve the chance? No? Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there, steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
Okay, let's play with Kuno for a bit. Yes, I'm Kuno Pig. I'm agree.
You are? This pig is Kuno's.
Okay, let's cut the belt.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
Press down.
Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour, abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
No! Let's get up and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Does it look like he was enjoying his moment of death?
Ah yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing, if that's what you meant.
No, I was trying to get a psychic read.
No, you weren't, officer. That would be preposterous. Just write down that we request a semen, vaginal, and anal fluids analysis.
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion on the subject. All he has is genitals and a deathly odor.
Inspect the genitals.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
There's a rather graphic explanation. Okay, write it down and add semen sample.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact. but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. Last item, hands.
Pick up the
His
hand.
flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from? And what's your name?
My name is...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Kobo. What can I do for you, Il Kobo di Cappadocia?
Il Kobo di Cappadocia. It's good to hold your hand. Did you like it when I stroked your hair?
I did, Kobo, I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small boy, before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there. We should do this more often. Be close like this. I mean...
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, the stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
So there's no struggle. He probably dead before someone put him up on the tree.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
2. Internal examination summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Okay.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Okay, that could be fracture from the hanging.
Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Look inside the mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Look deeper.
It's hard. Once more,
Oh.
you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking. Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
Alright, nothing then.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Wait. What?
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
Right now.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why? We don't have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
No, I don't think so.
Neither am I.
And that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
What?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could do. We could still do.
We already have one test as per regulation, and we already requested semen.
Pigs requested semen like it's no big deal.
I'm not even interested in these boring mulkus anymore. I haven't sucked him off or anything.
Yeah, better leave it at that. More important.
Leave it NA then.
NA.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Voila. Right there. Keep the voila.
What's next on the list?
3. Description of injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What about the injuries we have inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
This is a team effort.
You mean the spin-stabilized munition from a Kill A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung? That was not a team effort. I just missed my shot. Also, let's not mention it. Muddies the water.
But isn't that sloppy?
Be pedantic if you like, it doesn't matter. No one else is going to investigate this man's murder. And if they do, such details would only confuse them.
Alright.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
By math.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Right down.
Your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal? Post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusion?
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Right now. Maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath the description of injury, 2
Non-fatal?
boxes.
Post-mortem.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Alright.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
So there's no clawing on the neck? He's not struggling when he was hanged. I think it's post-mortem.
He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck.
Why do you say that?
I'm serious, I don't think this was the injury that killed him.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
I arrive at this conclusion through the psychic eyes.
Now you're just undermining yourself for the sake of it. What's strange is, I agree. I was sure we had our cause of death here, and now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
How did it go?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But, personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success. We requested a test to be run on the genitals. That was the règle. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
No, we're not gonna drink electrochemistry. What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Alright.
For processing.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Okay, it's 17%. search one more time.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Look in his pants again.
The genitals in his breeches continue to be unnoteworthy. You see the penis of a dead man. If you've seen it once, you've already got the picture.
Can't get enough of that dick.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Yes, there's something we are not seeing.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirlin in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Will Kuno have a fridge?
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
I need to take another look first.
Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour,
Oh,
whatever
I
we are
cannot
looking
do
for
it
will become
anymore.
harder to find.
Alright, Kuno, do you have anything to say?
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Okay, wish I could have been there to see it. Now I have some questions.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonort.
Nothing new. Let's ask someone else first for the fridge. Let's talk about the shack again.
The fuck
Nothing
do you
new.
want? Good call,
Alright.
Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about
Fancy?
Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
The dead man clothes were in the trash container. How did it got there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
What? You're selling me jacket? Wait, I asked. Let's see. Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
I might be interested in the pants.
Alright, Pigo, shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno! He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno!
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
There was also a map in the trash.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, that is Quen. Better not taking out its historical context map have anything to do with it.
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno! Speak louder, Kuno!
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has temper with the crime scene. Clean up some of it.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno! They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching! Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
That ladder yours?
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic treehouse.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse.
What's in the greenhouse?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Wait, what do you mean by Kip?
Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright?
You mean the young woman?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Alright.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Let's see. Anything?
fuck about it?
anything? Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him.
Mutant?
Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Alright, so he got one piece and he threw it away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
You're just too small for the armor, Kuno.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge. What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
What do you mean? You threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
A monk?
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Who do you mean? Troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Which one? Cow?
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Who?
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
I hate words too.
Words are fucking shit. Make you stupid. Kuno's got his own words now. Kuno words.
More this later.
Your test.
Get lost.
Let's see, who is Kuno? I still cannot do this.
Kuno's Kuno. You already know
Right,
that
how
slow
could I
shit.
forget?
Kuno thinks you have brain damage or some shit. Kuno cares.
Kuno, stop being nice to the pig. Step away from Kuno, fat-ass creep.
Ease off, see. Don't be telling Kuno what Kuno can do. What else you want, pig
Alright, I'm
man?
gonna go off. Kuno.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright. Okay, we need something. We need some fish to store the body. And there's some loose end we haven't checked out yet. Like we need to open the door for Evrart. We need to check the tattoo. We need to talk to Kim for more information about the case. Read the watermark on the case file. All right, let's talk to Kim first. Tell me about the case.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, The RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinaise. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirlin and Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Oh, so the caller used some kind of device to change their voice? Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinaise. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
I still don't understand anything.
Okay, well, we are police officers. It is our job to find a killer. So that's what I intend to do. You should try it too.
Will you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly, maybe involved, something supernatural.
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not?
Are you sure? I think something is already happening.
No, something isn't happening, because it's not part of reality.
The gesture resembles an orchestra conductor bringing the choir to a full stop.
Full stop.
There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
If you're... Can we go over it again?
No, it's not a
that's all I
party.
need to
The
know.
lieutenant adjusts his collar. It doesn't look like he wants the case to be more mysterious.
Can we try again?
No.
Why
The
not?
deceased is a security guard for a corporation
Maybe if
involved.
it's
There was
sexy?
some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
Maybe there's a young woman involved?
Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful, blonde 19-year-old woman at the heart of this case. A rich one, in fact. Part of a murder sex cult.
Wow, really? That's mega sexy.
No, not really. Was there
Okay.
any...
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I mean on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop-off?
It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinaise is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Oh, so it's a struggle over who run Martinaise.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinaise than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
Alright.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite a brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
He's a nice guy.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
What's special about Martinaise?
Martinaise, Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
So, you volunteer to spoil it.
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
I wonder what they say about me. Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities.
He opens one hand and looks at it. A moment passes.
Which school do you subscribe to? Mambo or Jambo?
I think I have both Mambo and Jambo. I imagine strength things and get cold chills too. That's basically Inland Empire and Shivers.
I didn't know that was even possible. It must be a great burden.
It's both a burden and a gift.
It's good to have an ambidextrous paradetective in a labor dispute. I can see why they sent you. Should we go?
That's a nice way to describe it. Ambidextrous detective. Double the crazy. Okay, enough for the competition.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Alright, now here come Inland Empire check. Can we increase the skill point first? We have 2 skill points. Should we put it all in Inland Empire? I think yep, put it all in. I'm going all in on Inland Empire. 83%, nice. Convince him there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case.
Only banal things strike you.
No.
At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
What is this? XCOM? 83% and we fail. Oh no.
One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
So what can I do about it?
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
Silently scream for help.
If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversation with like your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So you're saying your brain never just come in with advice or warning or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just you, Harry.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
Seoul is that like so in this universe? What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
You are only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
Glasses are cool.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
Deploy the copy paster. Glasses are versatile.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Yes, but containers contain things, shiny things. They're interesting.
You're kidding me. Why container?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Alright. That's one thing done. Why is the tab button not working? Oh, it's working? Okay.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing? Good
Looking
question.
up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
What's in the waves?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows.
Oh, okay, so the ghost is that's a skyscraper.
Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
Is that the subway to tell us we are not going to the city in this game? Was it down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that,
Coal City, end of all lines.
run your fingers through your dampened hair. What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbour are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Check your shoulders again.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
You know what? You're even more cryptic than Inland Empire Shivers. What's in the north?
Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
Closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Filthy water pools around a body. Droplets of rain slip from the dead man's cold cheeks.
What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Where the hood? Where the hood? Where the hood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
What? Why is the woman? Why am I not there?
To be in Martinaise, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland. In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, officers Torsen and McLean are standing guard. Torsen wears jeans and a fishnet wife-beater. Satellite officer Vichmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him,
Where's your homo, homie?
What? It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A brother bond, if you will.
So these are his colleagues?
Huh? Yeah. Hetero, sexual, life, partners.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't, drink with him over the weekend, did you?
So he's hearing all this conversation all the way to other town?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinaise. He's in Martinaise.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's the book?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the
Right,
cloud.
what's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the revolution. Doors leading down to Roamin. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Finished thought.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
Alright. Okay, it's been an hour. I'm gonna take a few minute break. Be right back. If you're watching, stand up and stretch. too for your help. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Took a sip of water and stretched a bit. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so let's see what the... Let's deal with the car first.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, how do I turn on the headlight?
Alright, ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
He's such a nerd.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canela comes to life with a whiny growl.
Press the button.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch.
Alright. Stand in front.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, a shimmering iridescent pattern appears. One you've definitely seen before.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro perforations.
Look at the perforation.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Hurry up.
The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad.
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
Alright, Ledger.
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. In the middle of a broken plaza, in a cone of light, barely visible in the daytime, 2 men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines.
Alright, Shivers, can you talk more clearly for once? So, in nighttime, 2 men, one slim, one sturdy, they have something to do. Something.
Ah, Martinaise.
Where are we on this?
Let me see. Right here.
Seem nice?
No, it does not.
Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Got drunk like a mega star?
Yes, that does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some heady days for Revachol. But let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, wow, more than 200.
I would have thought that would be more.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
See, Kim, I told you I was a superstar cop.
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So, I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Alright.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby?
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's
Right.
go.
I'll go turn off the lights.
Okay, we should call someone.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and as you tap on the...
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Come in, Delta 10, this is 5 Walker. Copy.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. I wonder what Kim's default radio station is.
See what his safe station is.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted the prime line, right?
That's his guilty pleasure.
He's still avoiding your gaze, and his ears glow red.
Street Freaks FM, huh?
Oh, is that what it was called?
Right, you don't want to get into this, no problem.
Nothing to get into, really. But sure, let's focus on the important things.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect it to someone?
I need you to connect me to a civilian. A Sylvie, she may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, didn't God give you Sylvie number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Start slapping a marching rhythm on your tie.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Sylvie, I believe we met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirlin rap.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
You two are fighting? Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made that call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
But why didn't you call? Did the cops behind your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
What does this Union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Tell me why, exactly? Did you let a cop hang your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
Alright. Should I... Yeah, I'm gonna go with empathy here. I see. Don't worry about it.
You do? What else can I do for you?
Okay, next question.
Yeah, go on.
Do you know who put the victim's clothes in the trash?
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse.
Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it.
Okay.
I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
You quit your job at the Whirlin. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Wait, why?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Get away from whom?
You know whom.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words.
You mean me? You need to get away from me?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Alright.
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
So, he probably did something to her. Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, Detective.
I show you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
That's messed up.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
I should have killed myself.
No, please, no more suicide threats. Thank God you don't have that stupid gun anymore.
Why would I threaten to kill myself?
There is silence on the other end of the line.
Okay, I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
Okay.
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
Hey, do you want to grab a cup of me sometime? Okay, this is gonna go bad. That's right.
No, absolutely not.
I'm gonna run out of magnesium soon. I think I got everything I need. Thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Wait, why does she seem angry with you?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do?
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
Okay, so we are the one who destroyed that bird.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
That sounds like me, alright?
Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though.
So you're telling me that I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen.
Oh,
I've
no.
seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on, I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Oh, on which song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry for the
To
song.
hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too.
How's intense?
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Okay, I get it.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I was trying to show you the world of tomorrow, the great panic at the end.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
What else did you think besides the I'm looking for a song?
All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
What I thinking, the smallest church in Songson?
Yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most. The later it got, the more that one came on.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy though, before you can blast it.
Right, thank you for talking with me.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Should I... Yeah, I need to report about the missing badge.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in, over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Hi, this is me here. I work at your station.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
Status?
10-18, 10-20, over.
Can you repeat that?
10-18, 10-20, over.
Please just talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing to me.
State your message, sir. Over.
I'm dire need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
Is it him? What does he want?
He says he needs money.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
It's paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money.
He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
Okay, I heard you.
Anything else, sir? Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
But you said... never mind.
10-9, repeat message. Over.
My badge I can't find anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Any other good news?
He's saying he lost his badge.
He what? He lost his badge?
Hey, who is this?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over.
No, the other one.
You mean your partner? Over.
Oh, my partner?
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Vitmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Alright. Haha, obviously lost his badge, like I'm the first cop to ever be misplaced his badge.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vicmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Come on, operator, tell them to stop.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vicmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over.
I love how deadpan he is about everything. Can we just move on?
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Enough with this now. I have other thing to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Oh, fuck.
No, I gotta say nothing.
10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over.
Don't say anything.
10-9, come in, officer. Over.
Silence with terror?
Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over.
That's affirmative. Over.
He says he doesn't have it.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of cocoa noodle by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his. Ask him if he still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
I love it at his mama's. After I fuck her ass all night, tell him that.
That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
Hey, if you don't like the fire, maybe don't fuck with a firewalker.
Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the firewalker in the first place.
Who?
Satellite Officer V.
Firewalker.
I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as firewater, sir.
Fire in the water? Why?
Fire, water? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters.
Satellite Officer V.
I heard him and I'm on it.
10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
That's all for now.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier. Around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words.
Oh, something bad happened with him.
This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Oh, the partner actually care about us.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Okay. We are close to dying right now. Okay, let's put another point in Inland Empire. It's 10 now. Then talk to Kim again. 92%.
What if you did it?
What? Did what? The hangman?
Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory.
What?
Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing, and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
Kim, I think I may be the murderer. I killed a man and then tricked myself into forgetting about it.
And what has led you to this conclusion?
My chest feels hollow, like I did something terrible.
That is a common side effect of overindulgence. It will pass.
So you're saying I didn't kill him?
I find that highly unlikely. It's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So let's get back to it, shall we?
Alright. Okay, we need to find a refrigerator. Let's ask. I need to use this door.
Can I help you?
I seem to be in need of fridge.
Yes, for the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Correct him.
No, we want to put a very important dead body in your fridge.
I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
I'm not gonna even ask why. You're just gonna say something mean.
This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. You don't have to ask me why you can't store a dead body in my kitchen.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Wow. Turned the lieutenant off like he was a busted old radio. He really is the lord of his realm.
Let's go talk to the frit clerk.
Here's this trash facility.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found a victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember?
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Who's someone in your staff who put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has key to the cat container?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
Did we get anything important with that? No? I don't think so. Yes.
Yes.
This-
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the union.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Emphasis on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliates.
It's a shame you gotta serve up to your union to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
It's after 16. The sign says reserve starting at 16. Why isn't anyone in the mess hall?
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere, or laying low after the, lynching.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding. Go with it.
Yes, I think I see.
Yeah. The Union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and now think they can hide out till it all blows over, and it's fair weather again in Martinaise.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
There's something else I want to ask
What?
about.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirlin later.
By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Okay, goodbye. We cannot use the fish. That's understandable. Spice, alcohol, and tomato. What is that? Money.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec. Sounds representative.
You failed to check. I'm not gonna believe you. Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
What is in the box that you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Sorry, I don't understand you.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
No?
Borscht need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself.
Okay, so the Union is feeding their worker with vodka to keep
Turning
them
it
happy?
up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
No, vodka. Cut it.
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
I need a fridge to store a corpse.
The man keeps shaking his head. His eyes seem sad. Then he starts swiping crumbs off the countertop.
I don't think he understands, officer. We need to find some other way to make ourselves clear.
What language is he speaking?
He's from Grad, a Koiko.
Koiko?
With the mention of the word koiko, the cook starts talking excessively, his hands up in the air again. He's happy for some reason.
I know, Kim, I know.
What are you doing?
The cook looks at you doing the charade and smiles.
What do other
The
fish?
cook says something. It's quite animated, but you still don't understand.
I need to put a dead body in this fish.
Oh, no. Body no fit fridge. Fridge more.
How do you know?
No. I know.
Listen to him. This is a man who clearly knows about bodies and fridges, and bodies fitting into fridges.
Okay, we have our answer. It won't fit. We need a bigger fridge.
Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends.
Okay. You got some impressive posts there.
He smiles and bangs his
I
ladle
don't think
against
anything
each
else.
of his...
Okay. What's this door?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation.
If you say so. Gart is the person to ask about this.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe.
Try to push.
The door does not budge.
Alright.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
YouTube seems to be lagging. OBS is fine though. Or probably will pass. Alright, alright, let's go ask someone else for the fish trade. For this guy. YouTube still lagging. Let me test the internet speed real quick. Internet speed is dropping a bit, but should be. I think it should be good enough for the streaming. Somehow it's still lagging. Maybe problem with the connection with YouTube. I cannot do anything about it. Alright, let's continue. At least this game doesn't suffer too much from lag.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
I see. And how do you pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so... Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere.
Alright. What's that?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Roamin, magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
What? Who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
Alright, I'm gonna save this money for now. What's...
A colourful display of cigarettes
Cigarette
and alcohol
alcohol.
there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
This is not a good place for recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Do you sell any under the counter wise?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Okay, let's ask her about the fish.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Before we go on, what is Frit?
I don't know. Frit?
And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Okay. Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
I need to exchange this note to check for cash.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir. Anything else I can do for you?
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
Do you have a fridge?
Mm-hmm. Right behind you.
You're right, this is a fridge. Wicked.
Yeah.
I need to store a corpse there.
You're joking, right?
Never mind, it would never fit.
Yeah, super funny.
Does Fritz has a warehouse in the back of the Whirlin rack?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Come on, give me something to work with here.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Okay, so there's a door back there that will lead to here. Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Did you know the man?
Not really.
Not really? Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Okay, thank you for nothing. Can you tell me anything about this reality we live in?
Reality? You mean what reality?
No, I meant the
reality
physical
or...
reality.
I don't know. What about it?
Where are we?
We're in Frit?
No, I mean, where are we on a larger scale?
As mankind, or as a nation, or...
Like, in where in the world?
We're in Revachol, like on the Insulindian Isola.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I won't bother you with this nonsense anymore.
Oh.
Alright. Not thinking. Can we ask her about the...
Is
Do you
this
have a fridge?
Right behind... Yeah.
I need to store for... No,
You're
I'm not joking.
Right. Okay.
Now that I'm looking at it, maybe a glass-doored fridge in a public grocery store isn't the best option for storing a corpse.
Pity, it would have been so beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, so Kuno is the only one we got. Can we talk a second?
Hello again, officer.
No. Kuno. Kuno, I need a
Kuno
fish
care?
to stash the body.
For the fuck him. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing.
I thought you would, where is it?
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
17%. Let's try.
Kuno's a poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Say your job is on the line. He'll sympathize.
Am I sure about this?
No, it's not weakness. It's sincere. Do not confuse sincerity with weakness. Say it. Trust me.
After you fail the check. Kid, this is serious. My job is on the line. If you don't get this sorted, I may actually get fired.
The fuck are you doing right now? The fuck is this shit?
Don't pay attention to him. Just keep telling your sad story.
Okay. I'm gonna lost my moral, am I? I've lost almost everything, Kuno. My memory, my money, even my name. I can lose my job too. Please, please help me.
It's not that dramatic. We can just send the body to processing.
Kuno's never seen anything so lame. Listen, pig, if you were Kuno, the fuck would you care?
This isn't working at all. You lied to me, golden mouth man.
You just haven't done it long enough. You need to do it even longer.
You're right, Kuno. If I were Kuno, I probably wouldn't care. Alright.
See sad shit? Kuno doesn't fucking care about this sad shit. Your sad shit. Now, how about you at least try to entertain the Kuno, or get the fuck off his crime scene?
Why don't we go pester some other kids now?
Okay.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
So we don't have anything to store the body.
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
So can we try Kuno again?
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Fuck you.
He says you're.
The buck-toothed
You're.
Get lost.
Alright, I don't have anything to store the body. So let's send him up.
The man is decomposing visibly
Let's
now.
back him, take him away.
Lieutenant adjusts.
If you think so, officer, I'm not. I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I'll take it from there.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. May they rest in processing. Oh well, in another lifetime.
And what?
It's too late to take him into processing today. I'll take him first thing tomorrow.
Back the corpse and drag into the water carriage. Alright.
Yes?
What happened now? So the body is gone. Is there anything else to do here? No. Nothing.
Kuno doesn't.
Alright, now we are in the very bad spot. One more damage to morale and we are dead. We need some magnesium or we need to go to sleep right now.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull.
Okay, I think we need to go to bed for the day. Can we even go to bed without paying the guy the money? Where do we see the money we have? Oh, we got the. Can we talk about him first? So
Can I
about the
help
money?
you? Yes. Have you got it?
How much do they owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room? Like what?
Alright, I need to go pawn that thing the old lady gave me. item. Yeah, the pin. First, let's put in a skill point. Should I put the last point into Inland Empire? Yeah, let's do that. Maximum point Inland Empire. This should be the pawn shop, right? What's in the floor? Yep, straw is pawn shop. Some kind of machine. A bustable woman. Beam projector. Military wear.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
In her back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
The Nyan horseback?
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
Franco-Nigerian?
A long, long time ago.
Respect the blue uniform.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
What exactly are they?
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
The loyalists? Okay. Figurine in lag.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's meant to give people hope.
Maybe.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what it is.
Okay, dig up a truly cool figurine. Oh no, oh no, 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 no,
Despair
no, no, no.
creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them all up. There's something else in there. There has to be. But it's like reaching your hand into muddy water, fishing around, and coming up with nothing.
It succeeds?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're shit out of luck, fishing around right now. You're drowning.
I wish I was fucking dead. Fuck you.
He watches you melt down stoically from behind the lenses of his glasses. Nothing you can say would make you feel...
Alright, it's game over. Alright, where is the autosave? That's a long time ago. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up. Sorry for that. Oh. That's... Okay, let's do this.
Yes?
What if? Yes,
same thing
maybe.
again.
Are you sure you would have the
And what? That is a common... I find that highly unlikely.
What have we done last? Fish victim body. Alright, we know we need to talk to Kuno. Everyone else doesn't have a fish big enough. Let's see.
Bacon Man's in a rush, but what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's
A
investment?
coffee yard.
Kuno's got everything.
You can't buy Kuno, pig.
Kaiser,
Kuno's
I will
already
repay
got
you for this information one day.
Kuno's clock's not doing shit.
Don't believe him, Kuno. He just wants to use your fridge.
Okay, so I need to do this.
Kuno's a poor kid from a poor neighbor.
The fuck are you?
Don't pay attention.
Kuno's never seen anything so late.
It's not that dramatic. We can just send...
Okay, this is bad.
Fuck off and ask some.
Why don't we go pester some other kid?
Kuno.
Alright, then back him.
The man is decomposing visibly now.
If you think I need a little help for carrying him.
There go. Oh,
it's too late to... Alright, go back down here to pawn the thing. What? Silver grade. Just that? Okay, let's stay first.
You see, Rose, try to find something. Yes, big men.
Franco Niger.
Long. They're not all.
Which one?
This set of...
You're probably... I think their poverty has been exaggerated. Maybe.
He seems to have his own take on the
Let's
conflict.
try this
played out.
again. Okay.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. There's something, yeah. I'm pretty sure you're...
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people.
Nothing you can...
Okay, it's a bad idea. Just gonna pawn this pin and go to sleep so we get our morale back.
It's what can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
Totally bored.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
I think some of your predictions are more tasteful than others.
It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Is he high? And if yes, then what is he on?
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
There's something I'd like to say.
Let me have a look.
I have this commemorative pin, but before I say it, I have some questions.
Jean-Baptiste summer dinghy rates is 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it.
Okay, but can you hold onto it for a few days?
Sure, I can keep it behind the counter for a week, but only if you pawn it right now.
3.2 hit, that's a rip-off.
A pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice.
Okay.
Sure, I can keep it behind the counter for a week. Sure, I can keep it behind the counter for... Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything?
Oh, okay. Need to do it. True.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Just 3? How many money do I even have? 1? Postcard. Sell the postcard. Sell the postcard.
Another time, perhaps.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Okay, so we pawned the gun and someone already bought it.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like there is something you're not telling me.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape.
Wait, how much did I sell the gun for?
15 real.
15?
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. This has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there, too. In case you didn't notice.
Happened to the best of us, I guess?
It certainly does. Especially in Revachol.
Was the buyer a policeman, too?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinaise with it?
Miraculously. His face does not reveal what's happening inside.
There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabbit fans.
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Evrart wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
Have people from the Union come here and track that gun?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
At least now I know how I lost my siam. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the lizard hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
Know anything about the Wild Pines representative in town?
Can't say I'm a huge admirer of Wild Pines, and I can't say I trust any silver-tongued spokesperson of theirs. Fortunately, I have no reason to get involved.
Have you met the rep?
No, just people like that make everyone else see the world somewhat askew, at an angle that is convenient for them. Now, you have more questions, or are we?
Actually, that's all I got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors. The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stick. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music. Is the Harman Welshi W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Will this come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze.
Let's try.
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
Actually, it doesn't have to be a beach. With a boombox like that, I will bring the party into the street.
You can play it any way you like.
I don't have the money though. What's that?
A typical Martinaise streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Is this a street light?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
How much?
700 real.
Oh.
A bargain, I dare say.
Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light that still be steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
There's nothing else to know. Alright, how do we see how much money we have? Can we try to buy something?
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boom.
Hello again. How can I help? Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Was it?
Another time, perhaps.
Can we try going to sleep? I don't want to load the save too many times. Door. Can we go up? Can we go to sleep? Is he gonna come kick us out? Kick us out?
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
Where the magic happens?
And by that you mean crimes against humanity?
Well, crime against myself anyway. This is an expression of me, my individualism.
I have no idea what that means.
Can I sleep?
The bed is cold and not particularly
Can I try to get?
This fan has it been consigned there as punishment?
Still
You
not...
feel as though this creature is your friend.
Yes?
Because you're the best qualified. No.
Alright.
Despair creeps into you.
Dead again.
Getting fat on your weakness. There's something else in there. There has to be.
Come on, come on. Don't load the quick step. Okay, how am I gonna get the money? I thought the pin would give me enough money. It's not. Can we talk about the money again?
Can I help you?
Oh, this is...
Thanks. I heard how strange. I said, I think Fugue stayed. Sylvie had the track.
Ah, the elusive...
On Clinton Street.
Thank you anyway.
Yes.
Absolutely in.
What thing? Yes, not the whole... They come here in the evenings.
He hates the union.
I don't.
We should find out who did... We don't.
You glance at the clock on the wall.
Good question.
They're probably...
Whatever he may feel about you.
Yeah. The union guys...
I have it.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing.
Yes. Have you got it?
Can I pay with this check?
You must be joking, right? You come here. This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that...
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gate. Though it might not be...
A lot. A lot. Like what?
Okay, I need to do this thing again.
A thin... As you step in, it must be his name. The man puts his cup down, and the man says a cup, just one word. Sounds...
Borscht need more.
Of course, turning it up seems like the cook gives you a long disappointment. The mention, they're friends. He smiles. You see, you immediately feel the old kobold. The door doesn't...
You do? It is quite pretty. I suppose if you say so.
Another thing. Oh, yes, that door. No, I don't. Awesome.
He's attempting to make...
Fine. So, I haven't... Yes.
Okay. How do I go to sleep? Yeah. I can't go into my room. Alright. How am I gonna sleep? Let's get the check first. That guy didn't even give us enough money to pay for the rent. Okay, skill point. Max out the Land Empire.
Welcome to Frit. Feel okay. Wow. Anything else?
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed.
I don't no. I don't know.
No need to worry.
I don't know. Uh-huh. A warehouse.
She looks up.
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse.
She scrunches up her...
Fine. For it...
Why do I have this ring all the time? It's because of the Inland Empire. I need to know how much money I have. Where is the money? Thank you.
Yes. Have you... A lot. A lot. Yes.
Can you talk with Kim?
Yes?
Let's talk about this. I think
Yes?
you should know I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I feel like I must repeat it. I don't remember anything.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
But I'm completely lacking basic information about you and this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
So what should I concentrate on?
Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles.
What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy. Focus on other people's troubles.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances.
Yes?
No response. He just...
Have you tried
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice.
I'm
like
afraid
he's
this is a
tired of
very
hearing about your
difficult
personal...
situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Not psychological, some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted? What do you want to know? Good.
So, how do I get the debriefing? Or balcony after 10? So there's still some time. Do you have any more money for me?
I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket. Of course, dear.
Oh, I need somewhere else to sleep. Oh, ask for more money.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you, mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankfully even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow, and then suddenly you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words, Reverchon forever.
Alright, at least our morale gone up a bit. Plastic bag. So I can pick up bottle and sell it now. $1.72 we are. Take oh, so I need like a lot of that. Each one is 0.1, so I'm gonna need like 1,000 of that.
We can sit on bench.
We've been here before. Alright, now we are hopefully stuck until we can get enough money for the bed. Can I sleep somewhere else?
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
How about some premium class service over here? Like paying with net worth. Go over and ask him if you can do that. You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Buy something worth nourishing?
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport, all in different typefaces. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty.
No, I don't have
And it's only
money. Pick up the bottle.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them with net worth. These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Talk to him?
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
What are you selling?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Do you have a permit to sell all that?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits. Just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Kim, is it true he doesn't need a permit to sell? The voice is coming slow.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
Okay, no permit then cool.
Hyper cool.
Is that a kid call? Is that a discount?
It is,
for cool
yes. Anyone can set up their...
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
Where do you get those comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Nothing shady at all.
Anything for you.
Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past?
But
I'm
you're not
all
local, are
business,
you?
very sharp, officer. I'm Serais, from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know?
Why is it called that? Lots of apricots there?
The apricot suzerainty is what the Sigai archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. It's a bit of a fraught term, I'm sure you understand.
No, apricots come from Sigai. My grandma used to grow them. But Sigai is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Speaking of, Why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Sigai.
Well, if it's for his grandma, you should buy a lot of things.
3%. Let's try.
No need
Of
to
course.
dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
I want your money now.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
I don't know. It's just the only thing that could come up in my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
I will look around. Thanks. Okay. Still 20 minutes till we can debrief with Kim. What else do we have around here? Nothing. That old lady, the old lady. Can I sleep there?
The woman still has no response wherever.
Nothing to do here.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see the driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection. The back end of the cabin.
Race likely, yes.
Guess we need to open that door for Evrart. Let's do that first. The greenhouse. Where is the greenhouse? Not here. There's a door I need to unlock. Alright, it's gonna be boring to watch, I'm sorry. Where's the door again? Apartment door. Basement door behind the greenhouse in the backyard. Behind the greenhouse in the yard. It's supposed to be here. Greenhouse. Somewhere back there. There's the greenhouse. Back there. Need to go all the way around. Bottle. Hey, how about we talk to this girl?
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Alright.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Lock the door.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver.
Alright, now what?
As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft, a whistle.
Should we go inside this bitch? And go inside. Curiosity is getting the best of me. So, what in here?
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures.
What do you mean, uncomfortable?
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other
dresses?
ethnicities very much.
Typical asshole.
This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Compare it with your yellow man map.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirlin's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Do you really think the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
A row of mugs sits.
What is this? The hidden world of walking stick. Red sun on the flag. Shirt. It's gonna give me more logic instead of physical instrument. That's so I don't have zero logic. Let's see, I'm good. More suitcase. Nothing to tell me who this guy is, except that he's racist. Okay, report back to Evrart. I hope he has more money first. This is a long walk. Long walk. Another loading screen. Alright, Evrart, I've done this day. What do you have for me? Do you have my gun?
Mr. Dubois, every worker?
Member of the board?
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
I opened the door for you.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Evrart's Rainbow Coalition. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
I found a similar mug in the trash with a hangman clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me.
I feel like he's framing someone.
I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best, helping people, with the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killer.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this.
Yeah, he's trying to get a scapegoat.
But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Great technique. You'll make a great surgeon.
Would he? I'm not so sure about it.
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. You are.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
You said the lynching and the strike are related. How?
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
What do you mean?
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor, Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Oh, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
What? When they move the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
What?
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
What makes you think the Wild Pines negotiator can't control them?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
Really? That's what he said?
He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinaise boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
So he's threatening us not to take him in?
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
How do you know they are hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
You mentioned a lawyer girl?
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Tell me about Titus Hardy.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinaise and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Where can I find them? The Union booth in the Whirlin was empty.
You know what, Harry? I got a feeling they're gonna show up in full force tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
The lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
In future, can I accuse your backing? Can you ask the Hardy Boys to cooperate?
But of course! It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
When you meet this Titus, tell him about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
5? But why you giving to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
I don't want to take it, but we don't have enough money.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled. How many micro bribes would this guy take?
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
Let's conclude for
Was
now.
it a good tour? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinaise. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Oh, he's gonna send us to do that
Yes,
job?
Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
What's that supposed to mean? They're more left than you are.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinaise. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
What?
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Where?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box, and the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinaise, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
Alright. I feel like we should pursue this storyline to the end. Fine. If I happen to be there, I can ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here, you need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the water lock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, Mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist.
What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbour. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Quasun crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Alright.
See you soon, Debarger. Just kidding, but not too much.
Did you get anything? To buy envelope, new skill point. Okay. Gonna go with Shivers. Okay, I can talk with Kim.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for the minutes yet.
You should take care of that then.
But I don't have money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Alright, let's run back. Gonna be a very long walk again. Can we try open this thing?
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not
3%.
lessened since you were last here. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Why am I?
Why are you what?
Anything at all.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective.
Alright. The wall. Let's talk with the hotel manager.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim is about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Come on, I still have my key, you know?
Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Alright, Kim, what do you have for me?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinaise canal.
What are those things?
They are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Oh.
A vanity he wouldn't mind.
What do you mean? You confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
I get it, that they will have conflict them do. They are mesmerizing.
That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Do you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cup with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes, outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
I'm sorry we have to sell them.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
But thank you.
Thanks, I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Alright. Go down to... What?
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copper type.
Wait, there's a copper type?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
I was kinda hoping I'm the superstar cop.
That is only a ludicrous daydream. Guess again. You're the...
Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in
here. What the other copper types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry.
You know, actually I'm not sorry.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
No, I'm really not sorry.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off.
Alright, I'm gonna get this money and get to sleep, and so we can end the stream. I just don't want to leave it.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
School is still open? Big city wife.
The pawn shop is always open.
Is he high?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon? What is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Could you take off your sunglasses? I would like to check your eyes.
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
Say, what's with the triangles on your vest?
I was with the emergency relief brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster. Had to take Pyrrolidon for radiation sickness. That's what you were hinting at just now, wasn't it?
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
Must have been tough. Radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it?
No one's. Everyone.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
I have something else to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
Oh.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
Alright, let's go back to the hotel.
Yes, have you got
I
it?
have your money.
Well,
I hope จะโชว์ก่อนเน็ต
Great, perfect. I hope you enjoy your freezing cold room with the window you broke yourself.
You've really worn down his patience. Even paying him didn't help.
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, please pay for each night in advance. 20 real per night. If you don't have the money, it's over for you. Got it? You've got nowhere else to stay.
I'll take a room here too.
Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Goodbye. Alright, time for debriefing with Kim. On the balcony?
Yeah.
Yeah. No?
Yeah.
That's all? Wait. Balcony after 10 p.m. Do I need to go to my room first?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Okay.
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest.
I love doing interviews and people love me.
I'm sure. Well, we conducted an interview with Evrart there. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
I'm a little intimidated by him, honestly. He has stuff on me.
Well, we will have to work through that. Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
I want a different name, but I haven't ruined yet.
You can look into the process of changing your name after we finish this investigation. We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
Yes, it's part of the Jamrock shuffle.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those years. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
I didn't know you smoke, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looked so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
Right then, the debrief?
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
So what are our powers exactly?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station closely. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
And how can you be sure the RC will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
When power calls you, you come. But power itself is a fragile trick of perception.
I see. If someone resists.
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one on the watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Well, so if I kill someone...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Who makes all this rule?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizen?
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
I don't want to go into that now. Thank you for this. Say nothing?
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Night. Captain Bartholomew Price steps into the yard. A piebald horse waits by the motor carriage, chewing oats out of an oat bag. Seagulls fly overhead. The sky is black. Captain Price wears a black suit and a standard patrol coat. As he mounts the horse to head home, rows of houses on either side, hunching over the sidewalks, and Precinct 41 with its dome roof growing distant. Around him,
The streets are silent. A kid on the corner waves at the captain as he takes the turn on petition and main. The horse neighs. The captain nods back. Thanks, kid, he thinks. He's grateful.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Alright. I think that's it for today. Let's get Harry to sleep. Can we try this again?
This fan has two, or has it been?
No. Q point. I'm gonna go all in with Shiver and Elan Empire. So Shivers. Sleep.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Alright, I'm gonna save here. Because I have a feeling there's gonna be a cutscene after we sleep. Alright, that's it for today's stream. Thank you everyone for coming. I hope this is not too boring. Not a lot happened in this stream. A lot of running around. We did the job for Evrart. We get another job from him. He seems he want to frame that racist marker in that room. He want us to go inside and see all those marks. And he probably want to frame that guy for murder. And then now he want signature for building youth center or something. Other than that, we do few autopsy. We couldn't find a source of death yet, and we already sent the body to processing. Okay, I think that's about what happened in the stream. I'm gonna call it here today. In 2 days we will be playing Civilization 6 with the Maori. Hopefully I'm gonna test if the game crash or not. It has been crashing on me for the past few days, but I think I found what caused the crash now. I'm gonna test it out tomorrow. If it's go well, it's gonna be Civilization as scheduled. If not, we'll see. Okay, thank you for watching. See you again. Bye bye.